Okay, Justin Baldoni is bringing the receipts. And what I mean by that is Justin Baldoni just dropped 10 minutes of unedited footage from It Ends With Us. And this footage seemingly directly negates some of Blake Lively's claims in her harassment lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. At the beginning of the footage, we see Blake and Justin essentially talking about logistics. They're talking about lighting, finding their marks, whether or not they should be talking or just staring at.
Who wrote to me said that they worked on the set of It Ends With Us, okay? And that the villain in this entire story is not Blake Lively, it's not Justin Baldoni, but it is Ryan Reynolds.
Hey there, my darlings. Azalea here, ready to serve up the hottest Hollywood gossip that's got everyone from Beverly Hills to Broadway buzzing. If you thought the controversy surrounding Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni couldn't get any more explosive, get ready, because it's about to detonate like a firework gone wrong. The biggest red flag in Blake's massive lawsuit, her supposed key witnesses are now refusing to testify. And let me tell you, that is a blinding neon warning sign. Picture this. Blake's lawsuit was meant to be a surefire scandal, the kind of case that would cement her as a fearless figure taking on a problematic co-star/director. Only now, it's looking less like a heroic battle for justice and more like a PR catastrophe unfolding in real time. Legal experts are raising their eyebrows. Industry insiders are whispering that her case is flimsy at best. And Baldoni's team? They're grinning like a cat that just snagged a canary, armed with receipts that could completely dismantle Blake's entire story. So is Blake's lawsuit about to collapse under its own weight? Or is there something even more twisted happening behind the scenes? Grab your popcorn, my loves, because we're about to get all down.
Who wrote to me said that they worked on the set of It Ends With Us, okay? And that the villain in this entire story is not Blake Lively, it's not Justin Baldoni, but it is Ryan Reynolds. And now I look at him and I just go, how did I not see this? This is the backstory. Comes to set, reviews the dailies, the raw footage, whatever that was shot today, reviews the script, and then he goes into his trailer, allegedly. Don't gag order or sue me, Ryan Reynolds. Okay, I don't want to be involved in real drama. I'm just telling my audience what I was told. He goes into Blake Lively's trailer and they have an argument. And all of the production assistants overheard the argument, okay? Now, what was at the root of that argument? We don't know, but we can assume it had something to do with what he saw in these dailies, what he read in the script. Who even knows what led him to even visit on this day? And the person says that from that day forward, he started involving himself, that he basically became a chaperone for her on set. He was there basically every day, involved in the projects, wanting to rewrite lines, and suddenly Ryan Reynolds was trying to wrangle this project from justice. Please take my advice. Narrator, she did not listen. She did not take my advice at all. I said that having read through Blake Lively's complaints, that it was evident to me that she was likely under the influence when she filed her complaint.
Not too long ago, the Hollywood rumor mill was fixated on Blake Lively's lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, her former co-star and director on a project that had fans eagerly awaiting details. The accusations were serious, ranging from inappropriate on-set behavior to professional retaliation, painting a picture of a deeply toxic environment. On paper, that kind of scandal can obliterate a career in an instant, right? At first, the public was all in, ready to support Blake. After all, this is Blake Lively, the actress known for her impeccable fashion sense, playful banter with her equally comedic husband, and her polished yet relatable persona. She's the Instagram darling, the red carpet queen, the woman who can crack jokes and still look flawless doing it. So when she claimed to be a victim, the world leaned in, handed her a microphone and said, "Tell us everything." But oh, how the tables have turned. Now, people are side-eyeing her entire lawsuit, questioning whether it's more of a desperate PR stunt than an actual quest for justice. Because instead of solid, undeniable proof, what we're getting are vague claims, half-baked stories, and plot twist, key witnesses who suddenly want nothing to do with testifying. So what changed? Why are fans and insiders shifting from Team Blake to, not so sure about this? Hollywood insiders were expecting explosive evidence, think leaked screenshots, behind-the-scenes footage, personal diaries, or co-stars coming forward with damning confessions. Instead, what we got was, well, suspiciously weak. The allegations are wrapped in suggestive language, but the real punch is missing. And the so-called key players, they're backing away like they accidentally walked onto the wrong movie set.
Show of hands if you stayed up until midnight waiting for Blake Lively to drop this freaking amendment. Okay, am I the only person with their hands raised? Are you guys just here to plagiarize because you know I went through every line like a complete psycho? That's perfectly fine. I just want you guys to know rather, that if you're here because you think there's some bombshell in here, as her lawyers were alluding to, oh, wait until everybody sees everything, you're gonna be sorely disappointed, because if clickbait was an amendment, this is it. Okay, I cannot believe it. And there's so much more going on here. Now we really see the target of everything, I think, really the linchpin for her lawsuit, the person that she went after. We have to discuss Isabella.
Here's the real issue. When a high-profile Hollywood lawsuit involves claims of serious misconduct, the public wants proof. We expect to see insiders stepping forward, cast and crew sharing their horror stories, and text messages being leaked to the press. But in Blake's case, we're seeing the opposite. Witnesses are either completely silent or outright refusing to testify. That's not just a minor inconvenience. It's a flashing sign that something is very wrong. If Blake's case was airtight, wouldn't her coworkers be lining up to back her up? If the allegations were true, wouldn't they be eager to hold Baldoni accountable? Instead, what we're seeing is complete radio silence. Or worse, people quietly distancing themselves from the lawsuit. This is a massive red flag, and speculation is running wild. Did these witnesses never fully agree with Blake's version of events? Are they backing out to avoid perjury? Or are they being pressured into saying something that doesn't align with their actual experiences? Whatever the reason, it's not looking good for Blake. And here's the kicker. So far, Blake's entire legal strategy has been based on, just wait, we'll reveal everything soon. But when is that supposed to happen? Typically, in lawsuits of this magnitude, we start seeing leaks, emails, recordings, firsthand testimonies. Instead, all we're hearing is, trust us, we have witnesses. While not a single one is stepping forward, it's becoming impossible to ignore the obvious. If Blake really had the proof, wouldn't she have released it already?
This was a sinister PR move. Blake Lively then moved 11 days later to file a lawsuit. So now she has filed a lawsuit, and I don't think she ever wanted to do this. I think she genuinely wanted this to be a PR move, and she wanted to leak it to the New York Times. She thought the public would take her side with no questions asked. And instead the public is saying, no, we have a few questions here. And Justin Baldoni is going all the way to the wall on this. His lawyer is already giving interviews explaining just how nasty her team has played this. The lawyer's name is Brian Friedman. He stopped by the Megyn Kelly show, and here's some of the things that he had to say. First, he says there used to never be a sexual claim. There never was a sexual claim until she went to that civil rights office. Take a listen.
There was actually no allegation of sexual harassment until the lawsuit.
Meanwhile, Baldoni's team is sitting back and letting Blake's case unravel on its own. They're reportedly sitting on hard evidence, text messages, emails, maybe even on-set video footage. And in past Hollywood scandals, the second real evidence is released. The entire narrative shifts. So if Baldoni's side drops a bombshell that contradicts Blake's allegations, oh, sweetie, this is going to explode in ways she never saw coming. Even more telling, where are Blake's famous friends? Normally, when a beloved celebrity faces a serious battle, Hollywood rallies behind them. We'd be seeing hashtags, tweets, and public support from fellow stars. Instead, silence. Rumors are even swirling that some celebrities were pressured into supporting her, if they did at all. And let's talk about Hollywood. This industry will tolerate drama if it sells tickets. But a lawsuit that might implode and make the claimant look bad, that's a disaster no studio wants to touch. If Blake's legal battle turns into a complete mess, producers and executives will start to wonder, Is she worth the risk? Could she turn minor disagreements into full-blown legal wars? No major studio wants that liability. And let's not forget Ryan Reynolds. As Blake's husband, he's standing by her, for now. But let's be real, if this meltdown drags her career down, he won't escape unscathed. The two of them are a package deal in the eyes of the media. If her credibility crumbles, his might take a hit too. And Hollywood doesn't forget when someone becomes a liability. At the end of the day, the real question is, can Blake Lively's lawsuit survive if her key witnesses refuse to testify? Is Justin Baldoni about to release evidence that completely dismantles her case? Could this meltdown overshadow everything she's done in Hollywood? Right now, things are looking very bleak for Blake. And unless she has a last-minute trick up her sleeve, she might just become the next Hollywood cautionary tale. But hey, Tinseltown loves a comeback story. The question is, will she get one? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more drama.